let's jump to the story from Pink News.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think we're going to see a lot of people decide they don't want to be associated with this group anymore. In what I would only describe as a hilarious self-own.
Oh my.
Pink News says anti-LGBTQ groomer slur banned on Reddit in bid to tackle hate speech. Your move, Twitter. Okay, let me just clarify. Reddit did not ban the term groomer, but the fact that that's what they think is happening and that the word groomer itself is just describing the LGBTQ community is a ridiculous and hilarious self-own. They're calling themselves groomers when that's not what's being implied. And the evidence for this is that there's also a smear against a group called Gays Against Groomers. And it is LGBTQ people who are like, we don't like what these groomers are doing in our name.
That sounds good.
It's great.
That sounds very good.
Because groomer as a word refers to people who are grooming kids.
That's bad.
Well, Pink News is trying to conflate the entirety of the LGBTQ community with the groomers, and it's likely because, in my opinion, there's been an attempt among pedos to infiltrate and get the community to defend them, and it's starting to work. They tried LGBTP, that didn't work. Ooh. They tried MAP, didn't work. Groomer, all of a sudden, now these activists are coming out and defending groomers, saying, "Hey, stop making fun of us," and it's like us.
What?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the love is love thing is not real. There's erotic love, and then there's storg, which is love of family. There's lots of different kinds of love.
And there's pedophilia, which is not about loving, but abusing children.
That's totally a different type of love, according to the Greeks, than like your love of family.
Okay, so I'm trying to logically figure out why the left would do this. The only thing I can think of is it because there are bad faith people who are homophobic, who are just starting to use the word groomer as sort of a new way just to call all gay people groomers. And again, I still disagree. I'm just trying to figure out, why would you do this? Why would you want to associate yourself with the term groomer?
Generally, no. There are probably some people who have.
Yes.
But in terms of what groomer actually refers to, it's like libs of TikTok pointing out teachers are going after kids.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They're referring to people secretly meeting with children and telling these things. Well, there may be some people who are saying that's a groomer and it's just a general blanket idea, but the idea behind groomer is specific to the individual targeting a child.
This is exactly...
So let me just say, the rule that Reddit implemented was on one subreddit, and it said, don't refer to all gay people as groomers. That was the actual rule. Pink News then comes out and says they've completely banned the word because it's a slur against gay people, and it's like,
well, not all groomers are evil. Like, for instance, this is a very neutral take, the groom. When people get married, the man is now the groom. He's being groomed by the woman to be a father.
We're not talking about semantics.
Parents groom their children to become young adults, to become good people. Good parents do. But that's now, when people are grooming them to do evil, that's the kind of grooming that you got to watch out for.
Ian is hashtag not all groomers.
Not all groomers.
Except groomer specifically is a verb that refers to a specific concept.
In this lexicon, I understand, yeah.
Right. So we don't need to describe the differences between words. Like if I said, would you go for a run? I'm not talking about putting a floppy disk in a computer. I'm talking about going and exercising, and no one needs to understand that argument.
Yep. I did try to run with Ian earlier.
But keep it in mind as the conversation evolves. Keep that little tidbit in the back of your mind.
Well, and this is exactly what was killing me about the kid surgery when it comes to trans rights, where this is the same thing. It's like, guys, is this the hill we want to die on? Because now people on the right are just seeing LGBT groups defending the word groomer, and they're going to go, all right, I don't want to be associated with that.